Assalamu alaikum. Today I am going to share my interview experience that was conducted for the selection of EST in Islamabad. So that was good one, and maybe this sharing may be helpful for someone else. So in the very start of the interview, they asked for the introduction, that introduce yourself, which I did very well. I introduced myself as my name, as well as the qualification, residency, and publications, and teaching experience. So that was the good one. Then they asked about my research, that what is my research? Means that what was the topic of my research? So I explained, and then they asked about the theoretical framework, that which theoretical framework or which aspect of the which theory you have used as the background theoretical framework for your research. So I explained that very well. That was the postmodernism, as well as the refutation of absolute truth. Okay, and then they asked that which book I studied last time. So that was a good question for me, because last time I studied a book, Power and Power Relation, that is relevant to Power and Power Relation by Michael Foucault, and that is also related to literary theory. So that was the good one. And then they asked a question, any three characteristics of modernism. So I explained that very well, because fortunately I studied that recently. Okay, then they asked the relationship between modernism and First World War. So, but there is a good relationship, there is a very close relationship between modernism and First World War, because truly modernism started with the First World War, because the people of England started thinking that that there is a war in their life, because there is a meta narrative, there is an absolute truth. This is the reason of the war. And they started rejecting that. So this rejecting of meta-narrative or absolute truth is the main characteristic of modernism. Okay, then they asked about the any three characteristic of a good teacher. So that was also a very good question for me. So, and I explained that very well, that which characteristics should be there in a good teacher. So then I explained that very well. And then they asked, the last question was, why you selected teaching as a profession. So I also explained that because I have a very good speaking ability, and I have a very high convincing part. That's the reason I selected that this as a profession. And in the end, they asked for the documents and the many things other. And then I asked for the demonstration, but they told that and they refused, because they thought, you have a 8 or 9 year experience, so there is no need of that. So, and this was the end, and I explained each and everything very well, and maybe this one will be too much helpful for someone else. This sharing of my interview experience will be helpful for someone else.